Chapter 2: Adjusting to Meadowbrook. The first few weeks in Meadowbrook were an exercise in patience. Tilly's days were filled with chores she'd never had to do back in London. Mornings began early, with Aunt Edith bustling about the kitchen, cheerfully assigning tasks. Bread needed kneading, floors needed sweeping, and chickens needed feeding. Tilly approached each task with reluctant determination, her hands clumsy at first, but gradually finding their rhythm. The quiet of the countryside pressed in on her, so different from the hum of the city streets. She missed her friends and the freedom of spontaneous nights out. Here, the most exciting event seemed to be the delivery of a rare letter. One afternoon, after yet another attempt at making a passable pie crust, Tilly wiped her flour-covered hands on her apron and sighed. "Doesn't anything ever happen here, Aunt Edith?" Her aunt chuckled, her laugh warm and knowing. "You'd be surprised, my dear. Meadowbrook has its own pace and its own charms. Give it time." Tilly doubted it. She spent her evenings staring out the tiny bedroom window at the endless fields, wondering how she'd ever grow to love this place. But slowly, as the days turned into weeks, something began to shift. The routines became less burdensome, and the stillness of the countryside started to feel less oppressive. She began to notice small, lovely details she'd previously ignored. The way the morning lights spilled golden over the fields, the sound of the church bell ringing faintly in the distance, the earthy scent of freshly turned soil. One day, while helping her aunt hang linens to dry, Edith gave her a knowing smile. "You see, Tilly, there's beauty in simplicity. You just have to let yourself notice it." Tilly wasn't quite ready to admit her aunt was right. Not yet, but she was beginning to see glimmers of what Edith meant. Her true awakening to Meadowbrook, however, would come in the form of a chance encounter.